A very good morning to all of you. Dear students, today we are going to discuss on very interesting topic, interview. Every one of us has come across with this phase. After completion of our graduation or post graduation, whenever we are seeking for a job, we used to face our employer, and the main step in between the employer and we fellow is the interview. And we know that there are so many examinations being conducted, like preliminary examination, mains examination, and the next step is generally the interview. This is the very effective method where you can screen by a member or some panel of member, and you can prove or you can show your mettle. So friends, what the precautionary measure or what utmost care one should take during the interview or for the interview, this we are going to discuss. Many of you have might have faced the interview in various systems, also various organizations, but we generally experience or we generally have a bitter experience that uh, our profile was something different, and the interviewer asking, the employer were asking, or the panel was asking about certain another field. So generally we get frustrated. We feel that this there might be certain mischievous, or there might be certain malpractices being involved, but the thing is not like that. Generally we are lagging in the preparation of this very important step, that is interview. You might have listened that many fellow who are very much clever, brilliant, they are very much having a very good meritorious profile, but they qualify the preliminary examination, they qualify the mains examination, but they get cut off during this very important step, that is interview. And that's why I am Dr. Praveen Bankar here is before you to discuss certain tips for preparation of this interview. So I would like to share today this topic, how to face interview. And this is a very good opportunity where you can show your caliber, you can show your personal reflection in front of the employer, in front of the selection panel. And this is a very memorable event in your life. If you crack the interview, then you used to communicate others how the employer or the panel asked you the questions, and how cleverly, how smartly you answered it, and you become the source of inspiration for other fellow also. So if you prepare keenly, if you prepare cautiously, I think it is nothing a harder step. Every one of you has that much potential to crack any interview, but the primary important thing is you will have to prepare for it. So in that aspect, let us discuss. I want to share certain my observations and certain my experiences in this regard. So let us start from the beginning, that what do you mean by interview? Interview, if we refer the Oxford English Dictionary, it says that it is an oral examination of an applicant for a job or college place. Oral examination, it is nothing a new examinations to you, means directly or indirectly every one of us during our viva examination, during our admission procedure, or at many steps we used to undergo with this oral kind of examinations, isn't it? So don't bother about this interview. This is a very familiar procedure. Everyone has passed through this system. Huh. But what kind of fear we generally experience, isn't it? I also had experienced similar type of fear factor about this interview. So this is a cartoon, very good, very nicely it is showing So when what are the possibilities that could happen when we have a fear factor about the interview? Forgetting who you are. In generally, the first and most probable question during the interview, any interview, is introduce yourself. And then with this a big bang question, we get stuck. We generally forget everything because we have not prepared for that, or we feel sickness. Many of us, they are very much having a good potential during the examination, but at the interview stage they feel illness, or we may face the speaking problem, speaking trouble. How you are not able to justify how you are most suitable candidate for that particular job, or sometimes we speak too much for that job aspect, and the employer doesn't get satisfied with our answers. Or many of us used to desperately appearing with a request, that is nothing what we can say admissible. And there are so many situations, or the frightening situations we generally experience during the or for the interview step. So if suppose we are memorizing all this possible what we can say bad stages, or if you really don't wanted to experience this kind of stages in your life, then the most important is that preparation. So let us prepare for the interview, friends. So just how the preparation is an important key or vital key, I wanted to quote certain quotable quotes here. A very famous quote of Benjamin Franklin is, by failing to prepare, you are preparing to fail. So that's why every one of us should prepare for everything. Means in during the interview, it is not the fact of only one day or 1 hour or particular time slot. This preparation start from the moment right now. So we will try to understand how we are going to prepare for the interview. So see, if total chunk of preparation is considered, major share is of before the interview and a very small share during the interview. So if you invest much more in the before interview preparation, then you don't have to worry about during the interview preparation. So let us see one by one. There are certain factors like self-assessment, medium, what kind of subject area should be, how could be the body language, how we should reflect our personality. All these things are concerned before the interview stage, and the purpose of interviewer, that will come under the during the interview phase. So we'll see one by one. First stage is the self-assessment. Friends, this is very much important step to evaluate yourself. We are going to assess ourselves with respect to what are the good values in our personality, what you read, what you need in a broad way, what is your need, then what kind of skill you have, what are your principles, what is your vision, to develop yourself as a good character, good person. So that kind of self-assessment is very much important. I know that these words are quite heavier, feels very heavy, very heavier, but if you think over, it is nothing too hard to evaluate yourself, because in general or directly or indirectly, we are assessing so many people, friends, relatives around us, isn't it? We generally, this is a human tendency. Those persons or those individuals which are in and around us, we generally used to rate them, we generally used to rank them. So this is my best friend, this is my best kind of relative. So we are ranking them on basis of their overall behavior, overall personal attributes. So how, the way in which you are assessing the others, in the same way you have to assess yourself. That is nothing a harder step. Okay, then for interview, mostly we are facing the stage career or the speaking trouble. Then for those students who feel a little bit harder to speak publicly, I will suggest every one of those to practice in front of mirror twice a daily, because I have suggested twice daily means a minimum college student of your age visit the mirror twice a daily, in the morning and in the evening. So these two timings you can utilize for preparation or for practicing of speaking. You may focus in the mirror and you can observe how you are going to speak, how your expressions are being there, and this will enhance your confidence to speak publicly. Okay, not only facial expression, but you will also evaluate yourself with the your voice tone, with the fluency, isn't it? So that these steps are very much important. After evaluating for a certain duration, you will be able to find out whatever the lacuna are there in your body language. Say for example, means while discussing or speaking publicly, we know that the verbal communication and non-verbal communication, these two type of communications are there. Means generally while discussing, we use our hands, we use our gesture, we use our eye movement. So along with the verbal communication, we are using the vocal communication and visual communications. So these composes a very big share of your public speaking. So that's why it is very important to understand the aspects of vocal and visual communication, which are going to reflect in your body language. Then again, you will have to seek out the detail of the job profile for which you have been opted. Means for which post you are going to prepare and what kind of skill do you have. So that you have to assess. You will have to associate your profile with the opted job profile. Means every time you are not getting the suitable post or suitable vacancy, but you have to try to match your profile with the opted job profile, isn't it? Then a very simple exercise, you can list out the probable questions and their suitable and positive answers before the interview. Okay, say for example, you are supposed to be applying for the post of manager of certain organizations or certain agency or certain office. Then naturally the employer will ask you the aspects or the questions which are pertaining to the management of people, management of funds, management of resources as a manager. So you will have to list out such probable questions and try to answer them, and that too in a positive way. I know that many situations occurs when it is difficult to answer in a positive way, but if you find every dark cloud has a silver lining, so in that way try to find out the most possible positive way out, so that it will reflect your positiveness of your personality. Many times the student asks the question whether my mother tongue is Marathi and my medium of learning is English, and when the interview panel asks me question, many times it is learned that some members of the panel ask the question in Marathi or Hindi, or another members in English. So in that situation, what could be the choice of, or what could be the language as a member, as a applicant. So generally, whenever you are facing any interview, whatever the basic questions are there, the about your introduction, about your family background, some technical questions, isn't it? So that should be answered in English, because your medium of learning is English. However, many times certain questions are bounced to you, which are expected with the answers to see your views, your ideas, your opinions, and in that situation, it is very difficult to sum up that answers in English language, for many of us. So you may amalgamate the English along with your mother tongue like Marathi, and you can answer the question. So the main thing to answer such question is that the employer is seeking towards your ability of thinking, towards your ability of solution finding, towards your ability to think over the policy issues, or how you are expressing your views or ideas or opinions. So that kind of attributes are being checked. So that therefore it is very important to answer these questions with the English and along with your own language, no problem at all, because the important thing is the your how you are putting your views and ideas and opinions. But try to maintain the decorum. Many times in the interview is going on, and some panel member ask you the question in Marathi, then no need to answer, no need to take a permission, you can answer in a Marathi. Whenever you are putting your ideas or views, you may ask to the panel regarding the permission for the answering along with the English and Marathi language. So take a permission and then express yourself. And the most important, that whenever the panel member asks any question, try to listen the question very carefully. Let the panel member or the employer ask the question completely, because many times half of the question we used to listen and try to answer very fastly. So that create a very bad impression. So listen the question carefully, take a pause, think over it for just 5 to 10 seconds, and then answer simply. So this interview, it is nothing to express the panel member, or this is a platform to express yourself, not to impress others, isn't it? So this is very important. Then regarding the subject area, what kind of subject area? Generally your language should be simple and fluent. Your body language means your movement, body movements, that should be appropriate with respect to that particular situation. Positive attitude, then you should be well acquainted with the recent updates with your subject area. Say for example, you are a student of zoology, and if some person from the zoology subject has received any Nobel Prize, so that at least these things should be well known to you. This is what expected, or any recent happenings, that is very much appreciable. Then vocabulary should be good. Whatever the daily conversations are going on, you may practice amongst with your friends and fellows, colleagues. You can take the interview of one by others, and you can improvise yourself also. You may quote the related references when you are discussing something about your subject area. And for every subject area, you may list out there are 5 to 10 burning issues, burning areas, and try to keep discussing such issues and these topics with your friends. That will move your brain for preparation of the particular interview. Then before the interview, one important aspect is our body language. So body language, I have already mentioned that the non-verbal communication is having a lion's share in your communication portfolio. So it is very important how we are expressing the facial expression, the eye contact, the gesture, the posture, orientation and proxemics. Let us discuss one by one. See, many times how you are sitting on the chair, how you are standing, how you are thinking. So each and every sort of movement, just like how you are holding your bag, right from, or how you are standing up, how you are sitting. So every movement has the particular meaning. See, say for example, if you are resting your both hands on the vest, uh, this this is an arrogant kind of body language. If you are resting your chin, your head on your hand, and you are sitting likewise, so it indicates that you are thinking about something. If you are having a closed hands, so this may indicate that you are obedient. These are, you are listening to something. When your boss, your senior is saying something, and you are having your hands in the pockets, so this doesn't look good. You should be very attentive. If you are eating your nails, so this is a clear cut indication of your negativeness. So every movement has a typical meaning. So generally what the panel member are looking towards, they are looking towards how you are responding to any particular questions, how your facial expression changes, or in what way you are supposed to respond to particular situation. Because in general, if you are speaking lie, or if you are telling the answer in a very wrong fashion, naturally our body language used to change. We generally, if you see, if you observe that the person who is speaking lie, he try to mask his face. He may rub his nose, he may avoid the eye contact, he may try to or stubble during speaking. There are so many indications where you can observe that the person in front of you is speaking lie. There is very famous quote in the English: liars give more explanation. So many times it happens, the panel member ask any question and we don't know any answer. So rather than saying or submitting, sir, I don't know about this question much more, but I will try to find out the suitable answer. This is indicative of your positive or optimistic way. But many a time the students used to express much more thing which are not relevant with this particular topic, and they used to packing up the whatever they know, and they try to submit the panel members. So this is very bad sort of what we can say personal attribute. Proxemics, it is in general the how much distance you are maintaining with others. This is a very what we can say important thing. You are supposed to, because your employer and you, if you experience any interview, you can understand the distance of about 4 to 6 feet. So that is the means, it is not the intimate distance. It is means you are very comfortable with the family members or the fellow or the colleagues, where, or your friends, which are very close to your heart. So with that fellow, your mind accept their closeness. Personal, the range of personal proxemics, this allows up to half and 1 meter distance. Then rather next distance is social distance, and beyond that there is a public distance. So whenever you are approaching, whenever you are appearing for interview, try to maintain particular distance. You should be in a social aspect, social range, and no need to go to very much closer to that person, or they don't like, even if you can experience that a person who is coming nearer to you without your consent or without your personal liking, you will not, you will dislike his behavior or her behavior, isn't it? So this is the kind of how you are maintaining the distance between the panel member and you yourself. So that comes under the proxemics, that one should understand. Not only what you say, but how you say it is also matters. It is very famous quote, because the paralanguage is an important aspect of any interview panel. It is consisting of the rate and the pitch, volume, how your vocal fillers are there, how is your tempo, how rhythmically you are answering. So this all this thing comes under paralanguage. Means every one of you are answering to the questions, because many times a very simple question is being asked to every member and you become a very casual while answering, but the panel expected how how cautiously you are answering, how do you maintain your pitch, how do you maintain a volume, isn't it? So for example, if you are supposed to be appointed as a teacher, and the panel member asks you to teach something lesson in front of them, then it is obvious that you are being a teacher. It is expected that your vocal pitch should be of greater extent, so that the whole class could listen to you. So this minute things comes under the paralanguage. Naturally, some of the fellow may have a very mild or very low pitch of voice, so they will have to try hard to raise their voice. Or sometimes some of the fellow may have a very large sort of pitch of their voice, so it may also be disturbing to the panel member. So try to slow down, or try to minimize your pitch, so that it will be your communication should be in a comfortable decibel. Okay. Then the physical contact, that it means that the time and space where you encounter the linguistic expressions. Many times it happens when we are in a waiting chamber or waiting room for the interview, and the typical environment, or if it is not having a sufficient sunlight or having a clear a very good environment, it may hamper our personal expressivity. Sometimes the noise or the pollution, or what we can say, the sitting arrangement, so many things are there which may hamper to our personal expressivity. But you should be acquainted with every sort of these hurdles. Do not allow these factors to disturb you, isn't it? Then certain haptics, chromatics, and artifacts. Haptics means how do you this is your tactile kind of communication. When the interviewer or the panel member used to shake your hand, he asks for handshake. How do you hold his hand or her hand? So this kind of when you are appearing at a MNC, the multinational companies or professional organization, they used to check your tactile communication, how you are shaking the hands with your panel members. So that fistful hand, that is also indicative of your level of confidence. So just giving a fish hand means a very what we say, neutral kind of hand or wet hands, or this may indicate your negativeness or your low level of confidence. The simple funda for shaking hand is that when you take a hand of a person or the panel member, just hold the hand, just squeeze it for fraction of second, and then relax and then remove. Many of us have very fond of holding the hands for minutes together, huh? So this is not expected. So handshaking is a tactile communication which also indicate your personality. Chronamics means how do you appear with your means how do you follow the timings, isn't it? How punctual you are. Then artifactis means what kind of dressing you are wearing for the interview. If you are appearing for the interview of managerial post, it is expected that you should wear suitable dressing, and not necessary that everyone should appear with a tie, and but it is not also admissible if you are appearing with wearing a t-shirt or jeans, isn't it? Because this your dressing or wearing, this is also a indicative of your personality. In case of girls, it is generally said that you should avoid too much kind of this earrings or the necklace or what kind of whatever you the cosmetics, so have a very mild sort of application of the cosmetic, so that it would be creating your positive impressions. Better way to avoid certain this ornaments which are having a moving or they may be disturbing to you also. Okay, so this comes under the artifacts. Then how do you groom yourself as a person? So this personality, development of your personality is nothing only the marks or the percentage you received on your mark sheet. So it is your ability to solve the problem situation, it is your talent, it is also encompasses your skills rather than your study or rather than your subject area. What other kind of skills do you have, how you behave in various situation, in problem situation, how you are maintaining your temperament, then what are your liking, how you have groomed your communication skills, what are your hobbies. All these things comes under your personality, and that in the employer or the panel member is interested to evaluate your personality and not only on your external behavior. So this is the internal attributes, this is the internal asset of one's personality. So everyone should groom these things. Then I would like to share certain types of interview. There are two types of interview. One is a structured interview and another is an unstructured interview. We'll discuss one by one. Structured interview is generally many times this interview have is what I can say particular sort of questionnaire, and the panel is asking and evaluating you with the pre-formed questionnaire. But there are unstructured interview means whenever you are appearing for an interview in front of any board or panel, or even the group discussion is also held many times for the interview, when the employer has to screen out so many students for a short number of employer. Then some non-directive or unorganized interview are there. Teacher used to take the interview of students to select them for certain competitions or likewise. Then pattern or highly organized interviews are there in many multinational companies, or depth or action interview, those in those field areas where the performance or action is having a much more important That kind of interview are being asked in, or are being considered in the unstructured interview and stress interviews, where the job risk is so much, and the profile is to maintain how the candidate is able to maintain his stress. So there are so many sort of unstructured interview. The interview start with the question that introduce yourself. So it is expected that whenever the question, you being a fresher student, when you ask, you have been asked like introduce yourself, it is expected that you should say your complete name and your native place. Say for example, I will say with a due regards that with a greetings, na, good morning respected sir and members, I am Dr. Praveed Suryakant Bankar. I am from Telhara district, Akola of Maharashtra state. So in a very simple form you can answer this introduction, then which will be followed with the basic brief information of your family, then your qualification details. If you are a graduate student, it is expected to mention your 10th and 12th score. If you are a postgraduate student, it is expected to mention your this 12th and graduation score. If you are a doctoral student, better way to express your graduation and PG score, isn't it? So likewise you can express during the your qualification detail. And if suppose what you are engaged with certain working in some organization or somewhere, you may communicate your current status also. So this is what the introduction, a very simple. Now the most possible questions, generally the panel member, they are not to disturb you or annoy you. They wanted to make you very comfortable for the communication, because if you are under stress you will not be able to express yourself, and your personality cannot be judged properly. So they wanted to tear the this cover of fear, cover of your stress, and they wanted to see you as a clear human being. And that's why they generally want to, or they generally discuss, they start the interview with very simple questions about your family, about, just say for example, what is the meaning of your complete name. It is much expected that if somebody asks you what is the meaning of your name and you are being blank, so this is a very bad impression. Then if you are from a particular city or location which is having a historical significance of that your geographical locality, that is expected. Say for example, I am from Akola or I am from Telhara, and the people at the panel will ask what is the famous of your city. So, or even certain famous personalities of our region, or even the facsimilar name. So that is also expected. Then historical aspect of our city or town, school, college, that is also important. Many times some stalwart persons are there which are the students of our school, college, or our city. They are citizens of our city or region. That is much expected. And again, the most possible question is that how do you select, or why you selected this specific discipline, isn't it? Or what are your hobbies or sport, and the current happening. These are the most probable questions which the panel used to ask you, just to make you comfortable, isn't it? And then if when they feel that you are comfortable, then they will ask you regarding your attributes. What the interviewer is looking toward you for? No, they used to look toward you whether are you dithitar, or how do you handle the disastrous situation, or are you lying, or are you punctual, do you accomplish the task successfully, or how is your approach, whether you are focusing on problem or focusing on solution, and what are the leadership qualities. So as a employer or as a panelist, everybody wants the candidate a whole soul package. They wanted that the person which they are selecting for the organization, it should be, or he or she should be very much capable. So they are looking towards you in that way. So before appearing for an interview, first of all, mind well that you have to have faith in the hard work and not in the luck. This is not the thing that somebody got selected due to luck. You will have to work hard. Keep your certificates ready with the bunch of Xerox copies. Generally, we are very much not prepared for this. After announcement or after notice, we used to collect the certificates and take the Xerox. You may have your bunch of Xerox copies. Whenever the interview location is being known to you, reach at that venue at least 1 hour before, so that you will avoid the traffic problems or any untoward incidences. You should have a simple dressing, avoid very much colorful or stylish wearing, which I have already mentioned. Let you have your favorite breakfast, that will enhance your confidence also, and it will be very comfortable to you also. Avoid anxiety and gossiping after reaching the venue. This is very much bad voices, because your interview start when you reach to that location. The panelists are also looking toward how a particular person is very anxious. For every student who is coming out of the interview chamber, he is meeting him and asking, "Arey, kya pucha tumko?" Huh? So this is very bad kind of impression. The questions which have been asked to earlier fellow will, it's not guaranteed that the same will be asked to you. Huh? So this is not a YOC examination. This is a interview. Don't get much excited. अरे आज तो ये ऐसा है, आज तो वैसा है. Don't be excited. Be a calm. Sit at your particular position and be calm and quiet. Go through your biodata screening test which you have qualified. During the interview, seek the permission to enter the hall. You may, before entering the hall, you may ask, "May I come in, sir? May I come in, madam?" Likewise. After entering, you must greet the interview panel or the board with a smile. This is very much important. After seeking the permission, only you can sit, and after sitting, you should express thanks. Then your document should be kept ready whenever you have been asked for that. Then after sitting, be calm and quiet. Take a deep breath. Open your arms and rest your arms on your thigh and straight back. Sit with the back straight. Make you relax yourself. Raise your positive confidence. Have a faith yourself. Have a smile to make the audience comfortable. You should maintain your eye contact. Focus your audience or your gesture. Keep calm. Demonstrate the authority and trust them. Vary your gesture, means don't be like idly you are sitting there. You have to use your body language with a cautious with the minimal use, so as to attract the attention of your panel member. You may draw attention by pointing out something, so that you can express yourself with a good kind of confidence. Answer the hard question. How to answer the hard question? Many times it happens. While answering such question, breathe slowly, take a pause, think over it, and answer while looking the questionnaire eyes. Have a confidence. If you don't understand the question, you may ask the permission. "Pardon me, sir," or "Pardon me, madam," "Excuse me, madam, please repeat the question." You may say like this. And after completion of your interview, even if the panel express a very good kind of remarks, don't get overwhelmed and leave the chamber without expressing thank you. So after completion of your interview, say thank you to all the members and then leave the chamber. What you should not do during the interview: if the panelists have not asked, do not offer the shake hands to the panel member. Do not rest your hands on the table. Don't ask the interviewers their details. Sir, where from you are? I think you are from Akola. Huh? You are very much residing to very nearer to my uncle's house. Even if you are knowing any fellow, don't ask interviewers their details. सर आपने कहाँ से पीजी किया था, है ना? इस don't try to avoid the such type of questions. Answer the questions which have not asked. Many times the student has fond of answering the questions or giving extra information. This should be avoided. Avoid negative remarks and exaggerations. कुछ नहीं होने वाला सर इस देश का, आप बिल्कुल don't express with the negative remark. Do not discuss the irrelevant areas. Your interview area is something different and you are pulling the panel members to a very irrelevant subject. That is also bad impression. Do not the details of relations with your higher authority or politician. मेरे मामा के चाचा के ये फलाना फलाना है. Likewise, you should not quote your relationship with, if they are with your higher authority or some politicians. No need to express that. Avoid the ideal answer. Be realistic. Whatever is how you are, that you should be stick up to that. Avoid nodding instead of using words. If you are answering yes, no, this is very bad. Answer in a words, yes or no. Excess movements of hand and eyebrows and facial expression, that should be avoided. And do not interrupt the discussion of panel member. Many times panel member are very much clever. They used to discuss certain things with each other just to examine yourself. And we said, no sir, this is not the case. I think this is the correct answer. So this should be avoided. So friends, this much tips I wanted to share with you all. I would conclude my talk. I am very much thankful to the organizers of this program and Associate Dean of my college who permitted me to make interaction with you all. I suppose that every one of you should crack the interview with a very confidence. Practice yourself, and with the practice you can crack any examinations or any sort of interview. So I have this my contact details, mobile number and email. If you feel any if you have any query regarding this topic, you may ask. So I am thank you to all of you for listening. Thank you very much. Namaste.